Tiffany and Brad here with Years of Years, and it's This Day in Disney for March 19th.
Ruff ruff.
That's funny that you say that with our topic today.
Ruff.
Oh my gosh. So today we're going back to 1959 with the release of a really awesome film.
Really?
Yeah, really awesome film. I thought you were gonna bark all the
Epic.
time.
Oh, that would have been fun.
That would have been cute. The
Actually,
Shaggy.
you would have appreciated that.
So yeah, the film was The Shaggy Dog.
It was.
Yeah, back in 1959 by Walt Disney Productions. So this is loosely, very loosely based on The Hound of Florence by Felix Sultan. So we have some big names in this.
Yeah, lay them out. Because, I mean, this film, I mean, this is like, this is big. This is Americana. This is like as good as it gets. Like, I mean, this is the Mickey Mouse Club grown up. This is,
right.
You know, Fred MacMurray before she even says it. Like, I mean, which I'll talk about, but say the cast.
Well, first of all, let's just get this straight. This is Walt Disney's first live action studio film.
Whoa.
Right. So
good choice.
Yeah, really good choice. And the whole story behind why it was the first and what all happened there is really interesting too, and kind of shows Walt's personality a little bit to us. So you have Tommy Kirk in it as Wilby Daniels. He had already, you know, worked and done shows with Disney, and then you have Bill Walsh. Or the screenplay was by Bill Walsh and Lily Hayward. And then you have...
Get to it.
Annette Funicello.
There you go.
She's the love interest. You have two boys who are interested in her. So that's kind of the dynamic.
Well, there was a whole nation of boys that were interested in her at the time.
That is
very
true.
believable.
She was the very most popular Mouseketeer at the time. So it made sense for her to be in these films. And then, who was it that you mentioned? You mentioned one other person.
Oh, Fred MacMurray.
Fred MacMurray.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cute too.
Yeah, I mean,
Walt loved Fred MacMurray.
Yeah. Flubber, son of Flubber, absent-minded professor.
Right.
You know, just in a lot of ways, Dick Van Dyke shines out because of, you know, Mary Poppins and because of the Oscar, but
Fred
MacMurray is the adult, like, elder figure, not, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
the father figure.
The father figure.
He is, because he also was in My Three Sons, right?
Yeah, but that's, I mean, that's not Disney, but yes.
Of course.
100%.
But I'm just saying, like, he was huge, and Walt really wanted him in this. And
I feel like Walt saw so much of himself in him that he was just like, at last, I have found my surrogate to act in my films.
Yeah. So let's go back for a second to Felix Sultan. So obviously, Walt had acquired the rights for Bambi, and then Felix Sultan had these other books. So prior to that film's release, Walt Disney bought the rights to 5 more Sultan novels.
Really? And
they were Bambi's Children, Perry, Rennie, City Jungle, and The Hound of Florence, which is used for The Shaggy Dog.
I wonder if they've maintained the rights to those, and if there's
I was
any
thinking
clues there for future films.
Future films, but
you heard it here.
The one he bought Bambi's Children because he didn't want to make it, and he didn't want
else to
make it.
Genius.
Yeah, you gotta think ahead.
I mean,
like
it sounds maniacal. I guess maybe it is a tiny bit. But
I don't think so.
He was protecting the integrity of an important film that like spoke about national parks and friendship and the treasury. I mean, honestly, when you go into the $5, $10 DVD bins, you already find Bambi knockoffs. You know.
Yeah, well,
So
and there is
he's protecting against that.
There is a second Bambi film, but I don't think it's based on Bambi's children at all. It's more based on Bambi and his father's relationship, and it's actually a very good film. So you should check that out.
But artistically well done.
Get back to the Shaggy Dog. So they really changed. They really changed up the story quite a bit. At the time, they were working on Lady and the Tramp. ABC wanted Walt Disney to make another TV series and pitch them, or he pitched them the Shaggy Dog.
Okay.
And the story that treated the younger generations and its problems in a light manner. So that's what he pitched them.
Okay.
And they shut him down.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so they had not done...
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who? Walt, right? So Walt goes back and he was pretty ticked. So he's like, basically, we're going to make this into a full-length film.
Yep.
And so that's how the first live-action Disney film got made. And, you know, sometimes, like, having somebody shoot you down is, like, the next step to you doing something that's going to be great. Because think of all the live-action films that proceeded after this, and they finally got their feet wet with it, and they did a great job. This was a great film.
It is
well received.
The Shaggy Dog is an awesome film too. Like it ties back to my early like Disney Channel days when Disney Channel was like Disney Plus is today, like balanced with, you know, classic content, not all sitcoms and cartoons and stuff like that. Like it has ended up in its life cycle. And this was one of them. I think they even released like a relaunch, reboot version of Shaggy Dog in the mid to late 80s.
Yes.
And ran all of these like black and white and color tinted classics to promote them.
2006 one.
Oh, yeah.
With
This may have been direct to Disney Channel, irregardless. Yeah.
No, and well, there was 3 Shaggy Dogs. There was the Shaggy DA, right? And then there was and I forget the third one. But this film was received really, really well.
Of course.
And so
I'm not referring to any of those. I believe there was an original content thing made for Disney Channel.
Oh, yeah, I think there was. But then there was also a 2006 film with Tim Allen.
There you go.
But it wasn't like any of the previous Shaggy Dog films.
Yeah, but good.
Yeah.
Like, he was kind of like his heavier, like, Santa Claus. Like, he was a larger, like, Shaggy Dog. It was really cool.
Okay, but interesting enough, at the time, having people were okay with adults being animals. For some reason, having a teenager transform into a dog was very considered avant-garde. So, they had already seen the Teenage Wolf film. So that had already come out, and there's a line in the Shaggy Dog when Fred MacMurray's character has a bit of dialogue that he says, "That's ridiculous. My son is not a werewolf. He's nothing more than just a big, baggy, stupid-looking Shaggy Dog." So, yeah, because that's, you know, the werewolf thing was iconic, and they nodded to that, so that was pretty cute. But, so they had Tommy Kirk, and like I said, he had been in the Hardy Boys and the Mickey Mouse Club, so they knew they could count on that, and then Annette Funicello. It was really cool. It was really, really well received. It was the second highest grossing film for 1959. Wow. So this was a great success for them. And I think, it just started because ABC rejected Walt's idea. And then it was, very successful. And so...
And movie theaters and drive-in were in their heyday. So
it just goes to show, though, too, like, if you get rejection in life, sometimes like there's something better coming, and that maybe that rejection is just don't give up, and keep pushing forward. I think that was something that was very important about Walt's character, is that even when he was down to nothing, he didn't give up on his dream, and even sold things that he thought were important to him. Like his camera, and then later his car. He was willing to give up those things for the real dreams that he had. And I think we all need to take that lesson, because sometimes, our dreams are bigger than worldly possessions. So, good example. And don't take a no as necessarily the answer. Sometimes it's not.
Get a Shaggy Dog.
We're not getting a Shaggy Dog. No.
I want a Shaggy.
No. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.